Yes, my name is Ken Pearson. I am a second vocation licensed local pastor currently serving at Levy United Methodist Church in North Little Rock. It'd be easy to kind of go back and say that in many ways it began with faithful parents carrying me to Sunday school and church every Sunday. But I think the real place where it became mine and where I began to explore it was in the fall of 1971 through a weekend event called Lay Witness Missions. And that really began to be where I made my faith my own. And from there I became very involved and active in the youth ministries of our church and throughout the district and the conference. I went to school at Hendricks and college, that is. In my senior year, I really began to think about whether I should go to seminary. And I went through a discerning process there, visiting with the professors and chaplain and folks at Hendricks. About halfway through that process, this voice kept speaking in my head that said, "Ken, I need good lay people too." And so when it got down to it, I decided that seminary wasn't the place for me, at least not at that time. And I moved on into my vocational career, which was, I'm a CPA by training. I've spent about a little over 40, almost 40 years in accounting in different places. While I was in my vocation, corporate vocation, I was active in every church that I was a member of. And there was probably 4 or 5 of those in different cities. And all the way from singing in the choir to Sunday school teaching and committees and all that kind of stuff. About 10 years ago, I went for a walk to Emmaus weekend. Just as I was leaving, matter of fact, my pastor at the time, Reverend Richard Lancaster, drove me to the weekend. On the way over to the weekend, he asked me if I would consider becoming the lay leader at Lakewood United Methodist Church there in North Little Rock. And I told him I'd have to pray and think about it, and because I've been lay leader in other churches, and I wanted to be sure that it was the right time for me. And when I came back from the Emmaus weekend, I sat down with Richard and we had a discussion, and I said, "Richard, I have one condition about me saying yes to becoming lay leader here at Lakewood." And he said, "Well, what's that?" I said, "If we're going to do it, we're going to do it the way we're supposed to do it, and we were going to enter into joint ministry." I agreed to take the position. I probably served as, I think it was about 8 years as the lay leader there. And that calling doesn't necessarily have to be in the pastoral ministry. Even now, I don't think, while I preach every Sunday and that kind of stuff, I don't feel that's my real core calling. Like I said, my real core calling and my understanding of where I'm at is to help people on an individual basis reach that place about their relationship with God that many of us describe as, all I can tell you is, I know that I know that I know. It's not anything that's objective, that you can prove through science, that you can prove through anything physical, but yet somehow you've had an experience that is inside you, is the only way I know to describe it, that changes you. And part of that change is to continue to seek and to always want more and to grow and expand and deepen your relationship with God through Jesus Christ.